My name is Serzhan Kaliyev. I will talk today on a very actual topic. Why is very actual today? You remember their last protests or meetings. You remember the last news. You watched the news about the protests in different countries of the world against a very hesitating movie. But actually, I'm very happy that this topic and this lecture is during this time when we are very close to the events that happens in some countries, and the events or things that really abused and harassed in many hearts in different countries of the world. Actually, I would not like to have a very formal class. I want your participation. I want it to be more audience involved class. So that is why I want to ask your question. I will start from your opinion about. Actually, there are many words and sentences like it's better to follow the Prophet, because Prophet he bring the message, etc., etc. And the traditional Muslims, they call it Ahl Sunnah, those who follow the Prophet. And whenever you ask people, those who follow Islam, why we did this or that, they always say, because our Prophet did. And actually, what does it mean to follow someone? I want your answer, your personal opinion. What does it mean to follow someone? Or how it's extremely needed for us to follow? Just words, sentences, whatever. Several. I think it's clear what I want to ask. Your opinion, what does it mean to follow someone and to follow the Prophet? I think the question is clear.
Like, why would you follow someone?
Yeah. For example, since many believers, they say they believe or do something because the Prophet did like this or someone did like this. I want your opinion on this topic. And in what sense we should follow? What are the reason? What are the main purpose? And what your vision of following or not following? It can be also not following, not only following. I had one small question. We always say we are Ahlul Sunnah, right? Means the people who follow the Prophet, right? I want to ask your personal, individual view, opinion. What does it mean to follow? Yeah, your personal, not scientific. Several minutes is enough. If you want longer, give longer time.
So this session is starting by examination.
It's not examination. I want your participation as well. Do you have a piece of paper? Yeah. Your
We can
opinion.
borrow our pen.
Do I have? Okay, I'm using mine. Your opinion on someone's following someone. The person following the Prophet or someone. What do you think? What is your view and opinion on that? For sure, I would have so many different opinions. Because each person, each individual has a certain way of thinking. The last 1 minute. Time is up. Can I collect the papers? Thank you. I'll give us. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Bye, Sarah. Okay. So many different opinions. To follow means to do what he did, act as he acted, convey what he instructed you to convey, obey his commands, avoiding what he avoided. Good. Following someone's actions means you respect that person and you would like to be as views are worthy as he could. What does it mean to follow the other person? I think to follow someone means to timely understand his teaching words. Through understanding his teaching, we should get to learn about life, or at least how to live a moral life. It should be open-minded, unbiased way of living. To follow someone powerful, merciful of everyone. Yeah. What does it mean? Became your salute person. Okay. I mean, I understood that to be absolute to the person that you are following, principle, someone that believe that someone is a little more superior, follow the vision, follow the words, acts, needs to like him and appreciate. It's really a perfect example of him. Someone to follow someone is the way where things can belong and good or bad, to be sure that who will follow his teaching good. Okay. All those answers right, so we get your good marks. Actually, why I asked you this question before starting lecture. Today we will not just talk about the biography of the Prophet. I don't want to be too formal, because the biography you can find on the internet, you can find many books, you can read many things. But try to not just to read, not just to collect the information and data. Try to understand. Try to understand the person. Try to understand what was his meaning of life. Not just to read some facts about him. So this lecture, we would like to focus on the human side of the Prophet. Because in the ayats of Quran it says that those prophets are from you, from human. Prophets, they are not created from different things. They are not from different, I don't know, existing. They are the same human as we are, because they are from us. For what Allah in this ayat said, لَقَدْ جَاءَكُمْ رَسُولٌ مِنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ, it means from you. To be, in order for those people who like to follow him, it will be easy to understand and to follow. Because this person, the Prophet, the same person or the same human being as you are, it's easy to understand. So now, let's try to understand together. Shortly, I would like to mention the history and background of the Prophet, biography. He was born in Arabic Peninsula. It's nowadays Saudi Arabia in 170 of the Common Era. Hey, students, you are late. Common Era. His father died before he was born. And he was the orphan that adopted the world. It's not just common word. He was an orphan, but he adopted the world. He changed this world. And everything after him will be absolutely different than was before that. It will be proven by the historical evidence. Later on we'll talk about it. He was brought up without father. His grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, was the person who was guardian of him. And later on, when he was from 5 to 6, he also, his mother also died. So he was an orphan. And later on, he married Khadija radiallahu anha. And the very interesting fact about this part of his marriage and life in the family, that till the end of the Khadija radiallahu anha, he has never married the second wife. Actually, it was common practice in this geography in this part of the world to marry several wives. But the facts say that even if it was practiced a lot in the city, in the town, in the place he was lived, he had only one wife, Khadija, radiallahu anha. It's very common stereotype about polygamy in our religion, in Islam. Actually, it's not like this. It's not you have to marry. It's allowed to marry. It's completely two different things, right? To be allowed and to have to be obligated, absolutely different. And the religion also say that certain criteria. You can marry second wife if with permission of the first wife. You should be able to treat them equally. If not, it's better to be married only one wife. It's suggested to marry one. But if she has some health problems and she cannot make birth to the child, she has some problems, she cannot complete her obligations as a woman, then by her permission, you can marry a second wife. But at the same time, treat the second wife the same as first, and first wife the same as the second. If you buy gold to one of them, the same gram of the gold you should buy to another. Treat them equally. But sometimes this treatment can be very hard. So it's suggested to not marry if you could not treat them equally. So the way of obligation and the permission absolutely different. So to say that if you are Muslim, so it means you marry for your wife, etc. It's absolutely wrong stereotype about our religion. The Prophet life was example, but the other marriage of him was because of he tried to spread Islam among the women. Because in this time they have different clans, tribes of Arabs. So he wanted to reach women's society of those clans, of those region and tribes. So he married not for his physical or different men's needs, just for to teach them, and those wives will teach other women in the society. That was the main reason. And that time when he married a lot, it was the time he was already old. He was on a certain age. So to say that it was his main, desire, it's absolutely not correct. The main reason was to spread the knowledge among the women. And here we can find something else. He tried to educate women. The problem in our society is that Muslims don't want women to be educated, to know more. It's not true. Even our Prophet married a lot of women to educate them so they can educate other women. So this is a message that our religion wants women to know the same knowledge and things, information that men have. I will not go deep to the biography. As I said to you, we are not going to go through the facts. We want to learn and understand his personality. So to understand his personality, we should go to different characters of him. In ayats of Quran and hadith, the word of the Prophet, we could find that he was sent to complete a good character. With the word character, manner, character, it's common for all religions, cultures, and nations. It means He was not sent just to share certain messages from the God. Also, he was sent to teach how to be a good citizen, a good person, a good father, a good neighbor, a good brother, a good person in general. So we'll try to understand why he was so good example of that. He had very high intellect. Even if he had no education, literacy, he had very high IQ. And different story of his life, we can find a fact on that. He was doing everything for the sake of God, not for money, not for other people to praise him, only for the sake of God, not for certain material goals. He was very sincere. Whatever he did only for the same sake of God's purpose. He had good morals, ethics, and commitment. Once, one of the Sahabas, friend of our Prophet ﷺ, peace be upon him, asked Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet, what kind of man he is. And she said, "You have never read Quran?" He said, "Yes, I have." So, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, what is a alive Quran? What does it mean? For sure, it's not direct meaning. He's a book. It's not direct meaning. It's indirect. He was following all the rules. He was the good example of the character that this book stands for. He was far from different bad things and tried to command and apply in his life good things. So by this, he was Quran. He was this example of the book. He was very polite and in a good manner. Once he was sitting and eating on the table. In one side he had an old elder man, and another side young man, boy. He wanted to offer a glass of water to someone who is in his neighborhood. But the situation is very not simple. In one side he has elder man, another one young man. To be polite to this young man, young boy, he asked him, "May I share this glass of water with this elder man?" Can you imagine? He's a prophet. There's he's a young man, young boy, and he's asking this young boy whether he can offer this glass of water to another elder man. Here's very sensitive one message. To respect youngest people, younger, the same as other people, at the same time, try to find the way to not harm someone. Without harming this young man, offer a glass of water to the elder man. But that boy would say, "I don't want that elder man to drink from the glass that our prophet did, so I want to drink it first." And since it was a young boy, he gave this glass of water to him. He was very passionate for reconciliation. He never wanted two brothers, two men, or wife and husband had some relationship problems. He always tried to make friends. If friends get apart from certain problems, he wanted to convince them to change it, to solve it. Once in one of the tribes that's called Cuba, they had some disputes, they have some issue, and he said to the companions, to the Sahabas, "Let's go and solve the problem between them. They should live in the peace and friendship." Even in our religion, in Islam, it's allowed to lie in order to solve the problem between two friends. For example, what's your name? Muhammad. Ali. those two friends are very close friends, Muhammad and Ali. They had some problems and they are now not friends because of the different issues. We will not go beyond. And in order to make them friends again, I can say to Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad. I just met Ali and he was saying so many good things about you. Actually, it was not like this. I will come to the Ali and say, Assalamu alaikum, Ali, how are you? I met Muhammad and he's very he's waiting for you, he's missing you, he said you are best friend of him. Actually, it was not like this. I mean, I haven't talked with Muhammad about this kind of issues. I'm lying, but it's allowed in religion to make those two friends to be together again. Or husband and wife. If they have problems, you can go say, oh, you know your husband, he's thinking what to give to you, he wants to thinking about special gifts for you, but etc., etc., etc. To make them more friendly, to connect them, and to keep them in peace and brotherhood and friendship. So, the same our Prophet tried to do in his life. Love of purification. He always tried to be pure, clean, and pure in this sense. Once one man will come to him while he will have ablution for the praying, washing his face and hands, etc. And this man will greet him by the name of the God. The Prophet will not respond to him. After the ablution, he will finish this procedure. He will say, I will not try to use the name of God without having tahara, ablution. So he has high love for the purification. He was excellent in act and worship. He was praying all nights, and once Aisha radiallahu anha asked him, the God, Allah, has forgiven all the past and future sins of you. Why are you praying? And then the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, said, shall I not be a grateful slave? Even if he knew that all the sins in the past and future was forgiven, he still tried to be grateful. There is a character we should increase and improve in ourselves. Forbearance. Once one of the friends of our Prophet came to him complaining. It's a certain tribe, a certain group of people don't want to accept Islam. So let's kill them, or let's do something, some physical act. But what our Prophet ﷺ did, he said, that's not solution. Never try to do this way. And he just opened his hand, asking the gods to direct the people for the right path. There's a thing that we should think of. Never try to be very aggressive or try to convince people in the different ways. That's not good. We should always use the great power of dua, praying. Actually, it's a really good weapon just to pray. When you have many problems, when you lost someone, when you have bad business, bad relationship, something wrong happened with you, everything in the world against you, you just have the greatest method to pray. Whatever place you are, whatever time of the day, in whatever situation, condition you are, you just can pray in what kind of language you want. And Allah will hear that. And even the feeling that Allah hears you and maybe if you respond to this, your praying can give you strong and powerful energy. There are many, all of you have these handouts. There are many other characteristics. I will not go to each of them, since I said usually I want to share the facts. I want to you understand the personality, human part of the Prophet. He was very simple and tried to take everything easy. Once he was leading the praying, he was imam in the mosque. And he heard during the being imam, the imam, they stand like this and there is jamaat backside of him. He heard that one child was crying. And in order, he understand that there is a mother of this child, maybe in the jamaat, maybe she's also praying. So he made this prayer shorter, salah, short, in order this mother to complete the prayer and go to take care of the child. So simplicity and taking everything easy, to think about others, the thing that we, our Prophet, try to teach us. Trustfulness. Even he had a very strong enemy, Abu Jahl. But even according to the Abu Jahl, he said, I don't say that you are a liar, he was saying to the Prophet. I'm not saying that you're a liar. I just I just deny the message of God. Not saying that you are a liar. He accepting that the Prophet is a very trusted person, even his enemy. So, the name of our Prophet, the nickname, before he knew that he's Prophet, he was Muhammad al-Amin, means the trustful, guardian person. And even in trading, in business, he was a very trustful person. As throughout his life, in family, in relation with people. And he was very moderate path. There are two extremes. To be too strong, too extreme in religion, and to be without religion, without any amal, acts, etc. Or we can think of different extremes, plus and minus, black and white, etc., etc. He was always trying to follow the moderate way. He was saying, my way is wasat. This means moderate, in the middle, not extreme. Even if you will have two options, he will choose the easy one. So there's a thing that we should learn from him, not to be so extreme in our desires, in our intentions, in our life, in our relation with people. We should try to follow the moderate way, because the Prophet who was preaching, was teaching this religion, he was also a moderate person. Pleasant facial expression. Actually, it's something that I will always